Hello everybody. So this is it. We are back on the open road again. Total freedom. On the way to Pachuca ahora. We're on the way to Pachuca now. Left Guadalajara this morning. Probably about just a few hours from Pachuca. But no plans to go back to Guadalajara. No plans not to go back to Guadalajara. But the plans for now are just to travel. Travel and explore Mexico. So I want to send a big thank you to all the subscribers, to everyone who has subscribed to the channel in this past year. We're just at about 3,000 subscribers, and so thank you everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has helped this channel grow in the past year by clicking the like button, by leaving a comment, by becoming a patron at patreon.com, by leaving a comment. It's all really appreciated. Thank you so much. We'll see if we can keep the channel growing. I'm sure we will throughout the year 2021, and we're in 2021. Can you believe it? So that's so amazing. 2020 is behind us. It looks like travel in general will be back open for everybody coming in 2021 with the vaccine. So good things are ahead. So the plan for now is that I'm spending about a week going down to Mérida. I'm driving to Mérida. Tonight I'm going to be in Pachuca, and then over the next several days I stop about 3 or 4 times. 4 times I think it is. Pachuca, Córdoba, Villahermosa, y después donde? Going to be in Campeche for a few nights, and then I'll get to Mérida. So then once I'm in Mérida, I'll be there for a month, and then from Mérida, who knows? I think I might go to Chiapas, spend a little bit of time in Chiapas. That should be really cool. And then from Chiapas, maybe Oaxaca, work my way up back to Ciudad de Mexico. And there's a lot to see around there, so I'm really excited about that and the coming year. So it should be a lot of fun. This vlog at all? Why did I do it? And basically the short answer to that is that I thought that I had something to contribute to the travel vlogs on YouTube, and especially Mexico. So it's not for the 3-digit income I make a year now from making these videos. It's not about money. It's obviously not about money. It's not about any stupid, you know, being on YouTube or being on the internet, but I really thought I had something to contribute, and I think I do have something to contribute with travel vlogs and traveling in general. So that kind of brings me to the topic that I wanted to talk about today, and that is me. I've made about 50 videos, and I thought one would be okay to do to give you guys an idea of who I am, where I'm coming from, and kind of why I wanted to make this channel. So I'm trying to do it while I'm driving, trying to be as safe as I can. Kind of thought I would make it interesting in some respects, instead of sitting at my computer just talking into the webcam. Are these police? I'm gonna put the I don't know if that's police or not, but I'm gonna put the camera down. Alright, but I thought it'd be more interesting than just talking into a webcam and doing it while I'm driving, kind of follow the traveler thing. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to talk about. A little bit about myself, a little bit about where I'm coming from, why I wanted to make the vlog, and yeah, I thought I had something to contribute. And I've been, moving to Mexico isn't my first time living out of the country, the United States. I've lived in 2 other countries. I lived in Spain for about 2.5 years, and I also lived in Chile, and I was there for about 1.5 years. So Mexico is my third country. It's the third country that I've lived in. And I've traveled to 39 countries now. I'm 39 years old. I'm trying to keep up with my age. I'll be 40 in August. Like, oh my God moment. So I'm gonna need another country before I turn 40, or I'm going to be indebted once I'm in 40. And I'll have to go to like Honduras or Nicaragua. Those are two countries I'd really like to go to in Central America, the only two I haven't been to in Central America. I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. So I'm from Dallas, and the first time I traveled out of the United States, out of the country, was I think when I was 13 years old. I took a school trip with a school group. It was during the summer, and we went to England. And I can distinctly remember, still to this day, I'm going to try to keep the camera on me, but I can still remember traveling around England. It was really cool. It was like just the first time that I was in a different country. And actually the first time I was in a different country was Mexico, but that's a different story. And we were in Cancun. I think we went when I was like 10 or 12, but it was Cancun, and it's, you know, resorts sort of stuff. So my first time really leaving the country by myself without my family, I was with the school group, and we went to England. So I don't remember that much about the trip. I remember like the Wax Museum in London. I remember some of the London streets. But what I do remember, what I distinctly remember, is Warwick Castle, and sitting down by Warwick Castle. And I was away from the group, and I just got really quiet, and I was looking out over the English fields, and I was just overcome. I was just amazed by just how, I don't even know if it's how much different it was, but just, it could have been that wanderlust. And my speaker is falling down. But I guess I was just struck by a sense of awe, the beauty of the English fields, the castle, and just sort of a feeling of timelessness, really, in that moment. And it was just amazing. So I think that was definitely one of the things that contributed to me loving to travel, wanting to travel, seeing other parts of the world. Also, my aunt is a big traveler. If you're watching Aunt Reen, hello Aunt Reen. She loves to travel, and I love to travel. She's taken me on some fabulous, amazing trips. And one of the things I remember was, as any good traveling aunt should have, when you're growing up, she had like a can or a container of sorts, a type of container of like different coins from around the world and monies from around the world. So, you know, when I was little, I'd look at those and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You know, just enamored by that difference of foreign places. And I guess kind of like as a gay guy myself, you know, it's always kind of like that somewhere over the rainbow sort of thing. It's always looking for that, you know, magical place beyond the horizon. And so I went to school in Chicago, was there for 5 years. Like I mentioned, I studied anthropology. And then I just thought, well, you know, I guess as people do, I'll just go to Europe. I wanted to live in Europe. So I went to Europe. I was there for 2.5 years, had the most amazing time ever, the best time of my life. I was in Spain, lived in Spain. That's where I really first learned Spanish. Learned it from being in Spain, and also from a Colombian guy that I was dating at the time. Just Spain was such an amazing time. And so, but I ended up leaving Spain, I went back to Dallas. I was there for a few years. Started a minor revolution in Dallas, as you know, I guess people do. Got tired of that. Got tired of the revolution business. Went to rehab. You know, did the whole 20-something thing. Drinking, rehab, all that. From there, got out of rehab. Thought, well, you know, it was great in Spain. Let's go to Chile. Let's try Chile. So why not? I went down to Chile. I was there for a year and a half. Chile was really cool. The only problem for me is that I was a vegetarian, am a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian since college. And Chile is not the best place to be a vegetarian. It's a beautiful country, wonderful people, really cool, different sort of Spanish that they speak there. But if you're a vegetarian, prepare to be hungry. And I was hungry for about a year and a half that I was in Chile. Worked as a tour guide in Chile, giving tours around the city of Santiago. And so from Chile, what did I do? I went back. And this time I knew I didn't want to go back to Dallas. Dallas wasn't my sort of scene, wasn't my city. So I thought I'd go to San Francisco. I love San Francisco the times that I've been. But I think when you live in San Francisco, it's a whole different experience than the sort of charm or just magic that the city, I think, does have in San Francisco, but it's obviously different when you're living there than from being a tourist, and that's for any place in the world, isn't it? So there's always a certain magic to places when you're a tourist, and then it's a different reality when you're living there. But I like San Francisco. I know wonderful people, met wonderful people in San Francisco, and that I am still in contact with today. And so, from San Francisco, I thought, well, San Francisco is too expensive. I'll go out traveling. And that is where I got the Jeep. And so I ended up buying a trailer, small trailer, teardrop trailer, and this Jeep, and I traveled the western part of the United States for about a year. And I think that is something that everybody in America, every American should do. Oh, okay, we're gonna take a little pause. We got a toll road coming right ahead. All right, so once we're stopped, let's go and take this opportunity to talk with you guys in a little bit less traffic. But I got the teardrop trailer and I got the Jeep. And yeah, like I was saying, every American should travel the United States at some point in their life. Spend some time in nature. I said it. You should do it. America has there's a lot wrong with the United States, in my opinion. But in my experience, America has some of the most beautiful wilderness that there is. And there's nothing more American than going off and exploring its nature. So that's my little soapbox for today. But anyway, I got the trailer, traveled around the western part of the United States for about a year. Really super amazing. Went to Yellowstone, lots of different national parks. And it is really super American. It's like awesome. And it's like awesome. I mean, it's like, you know, really cool just to go off in the woods, be able to go off into nature and camp and have that sort of freedom that, you know, you don't really get in a lot of places in the world. You can't really do that in Mexico. There aren't national forests where you can just go wherever you want and pick whatever campsite that you want. It's different in different places that you go to. And so the United States is kind of unique in that. And that's something really cool about the United States, and it's kind of special about the United States. So I did that for a year, and it was really cool, really amazing. But that was just Binks and I was kind of missing people in my life. So I needed to get back to a city. I needed to get back to around people. Okay, so I was in Portland. Okay, so I was in Portland for a couple years. Really cool, really amazing, met amazing people, like I was saying. Selling different kind of bread on the side of the road. But I really liked Portland, and I think that if I was to go back to the United States, if I was to go back and live in the United States, that I really can't think of many other places that I would like to live in the United States besides Portland. Portland is a wonderful city. It's a great city. It's not too big, not too small. Beautiful nature, wonderful people, kind of hippy-dippy liberal sort of lefties like myself. So I like Portland a lot. But again, as I had mentioned, as is typical and a theme in my life, I took a trip to Guatemala about 2 years into living in Portland. I went to Guatemala City, and kind of another theme of my life is that people were saying, oh, you know, don't go to Guatemala City. What's there in Guatemala City? Everybody goes to Antigua, and I did go to Antigua. But the other theme in my life is that I like to go to sort of random off the beaten places. And that's kind of like what I've been doing on the channel, what I've hoped that, you know, what I hope people pick up on in the channel, like what I like to focus on with the channel is going to off the beaten places, just sort of normal, typical places where everyday Mexicans or wherever I might be in the world live. So that's something that I like to focus on. I like to go to touristy sort of places that everybody goes to, but I also like to go to normal, quote-unquote, places. And in this example, that was Guatemala City, and I'm glad I went. It was really cool. It was interesting to see. Of course, I mean, I can see why not a lot of people go there. There's not a lot of, you know, just sort of really like over-the-top amazing stuff to see. But for me, I think it's really cool to see like smaller, just regular sort of places that typify countries, you know, and people's lives and how people live around the world. While I was in Guatemala, I kind of always wanted to go to Guadalajara. I had heard of Guadalajara, and I thought, well, I'll, you know, give it a try. I mean, I'll, you know, just kind of like pointing at the map, and I didn't know much about Guadalajara, but I thought it'd be cool to check out, you know, once I was in the area. I had originally planned to go to Nicaragua, I think, but I was ended up canceling those plans, changed to Guadalajara, and I went to Guadalajara. I thought, well, you know, it's really cool. I thought it'd be a cool place I had a good time while I was there, and I had enough of the Portland rain, and I thought, well, I'll go give Guadalajara a try for a while. At the time, I was thinking I'll be there maybe 6 months, a year, spend the summers in Portland and winter down in Guadalajara, which a lot of people do, and that's really what Chapala is famous for. A lot of snowbirds from the US, especially the Portland area, Seattle, Vancouver, Canada in general, will go down to Chapala, have a summer house down there, and then, a winter house down there, and then spend the summer back in the United States or Canada. And that kind of brings us to the present, to the channel. After about a year of living in Guadalajara, I started making the channel. And for the past year, I've been taking you guys along. And today, as we go to, where are we going? Where are we going? We're going to Pachuca. We're going to Pachuca and ultimately Mérida. And then from Mérida, who knows? And the journey continues. So that's how I like to have it. That's how I like to do the vlog. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So again, thank you everybody for subscribing. Thank you for liking this video. It really helps promoting the channel. Thank you for helping to promote the channel, leaving comments, becoming a patron on Patreon. Thank you so much. Buy me a coffee, just a coffee a month. If you're getting any sort of enjoyment or value from these videos, I really, really appreciate it. We have a Facebook page that you can check out. I'll put all of that stuff, information in the comment section below. And the journey continues. So on to Pachuca, on to Mérida, on to Chiapas, on to Oaxaca, on to Mexico City, on to the world. Vamos. All right, that is it for today. I'm in Pachuca. Hola. Walking this dog. Got my ladder. Anyway, here I got to Pachuca. Be here for 2 nights and then on to other places. So I thought I'd show you the Airbnb real quick before I sign off. Here's Binks. So really super simple. I just thought some people would be interested. Small little house. Nice. Bathroom, 2 bedrooms. That's Binky's bedroom. This is my bedroom. And a little outdoor space. So $25 a night, not bad, not super fancy, but hey, $25 a night. But thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye.